All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol WKHS, Workhorse Group Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, Workhorse Group Inc. actually had a narrow stretch, as we could see here yesterday. And I said it, if it broke through the resistance, it didn't signify that the bulls gained control. But if it did break through support, we could start to see newer lows and newer support levels being broken through. Now, the bulls, by breaking through resistance, that was going to give us an idea of which direction this is going, who was gaining control of the charts, and where the momentum was going. But right now, support was clearly broken through. It started to fall to newer lows, and there's a slight pickup from the bulls, taking advantage too that now the 50-day moving average has been moving down. This could give a chance to the bulls to take advantage of this price and bring this up. But let's go ahead and move our support levels to their new locations and where they should be placed now, and our resistance level to its new location. Now, the bulls need to come in hefty to continue this momentum. If this momentum gets broken and it does not continue, then Workhorse could actually stay in bearish territory. So the moment that the bulls are able to go ahead and break through this resistance and start to work to newer levels and break through the 50-day moving average, obviously this resistance is pretty close to the 50-day moving average. Yesterday's resistance was not that close to the 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average was way up here, but right now this is a pretty close one that can give a chance to the bulls to go ahead, break through the resistance, get closer to the 50-day moving average, and work their way up to newer highs. Again, if we look at this zoomed out, Workhorse has been very volatile in the last couple of weeks and almost 2 months. And the beginning of September, we were way down here around the $17 range, and it rode up to these highs here of $31. We almost reached it earlier in the month. I had stated that if it got closer to 31 and it broke through it, we would see newer highs and newer resistance levels being broken through. But it fell from $30 and some change downwards. So we're in a very bearish territory since it broke through the 50-day moving average, but we're also in a very bearish trend. I mean, there hasn't been a pickup where the bulls been able to go ahead, break through the 50-day moving average and get over it. Right now, this stock is struggling and the bulls need to come in hefty. Now, one thing I have noticed is the lowest point in the last 2 months after this bullish run, right? It was way down here at $20.30, 40 cents range. If that gets broken through, this will start to see newer lows and go down in this direction. And then we would have to see other supports that are being seen here on the chart. But as of right now, the bulls are trying to get back up. They've created some momentum here, and let's look at what's important for tomorrow. Now, the 50-day moving average is so important because it lets us know on what side of the chart we're in, and the 50-day moving average is 2283. I'd write that down. Very important number that lets us know on what side of the chart we're in. Are the bears taking over? Are they taking control? Or are the bulls controlling this chart? So 2283 is the 50-day moving average. Once that gets crossed, the bulls can go ahead and work their way up to newer highs, further away from it. But before getting there, the bulls need to break through the first resistance level. This resistance level is 2241. If the bulls accomplish that, which that rejection was formed here in the last 30 minutes of this post market, and we have a few more hours, about an hour and a half, for the bulls to continue the momentum. If they're able to cross that and post market before 8 o'clock, tomorrow will be a very interesting day. But if this kind of moves sideways, well, 2241 needs to be broken through by the bulls, turn into a support so they can work their way up to newer highs and newer resistance levels. Super important. Doesn't let us know that the bulls have gained control. What it does is it lets us know in which direction this is going, and it's getting closer to the 50-day moving average, giving us that opportunity to see that the bulls are gaining leverage and they're getting closer to their goal. Once they cross that and they're up here, then the bulls have gained leverage and they're starting to gain control on the charts. On the other hand, we have what the bears want. The bears want to break through 2152. That's our support level down here. If 2152 does get broken through, then that means that the bulls are losing more control here, that momentum has gotten destroyed, and the bears are trying to tear this one down. So I want to emphasize to all investors that if this crosses 2152, I'd pay very close attention to how the stock is reacting and how quickly is it moving to newer lows, how quickly is it moving down to closer to support levels, or is it moving sideways, giving an opportunity for the bulls to reappear and bring this one back up, because that's what it's all about here, checking out the support level, keeping a close eye on the reaction of the stock and who is gaining control. Put your 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute chart frames, check it out, see who's dominating it, look at the inflow and the outflow of the charts so that you can go ahead and make a cautious decision, right? Rational decision as an investor based off of these cues. So I want to emphasize that to all investors at 2152, pay very close attention to how quickly this is moving to newer lows. And again, the bulls need to break through 2241 to start to work their way up to newer highs, but the most important thing is 2283 so that the bulls can continue to work their way up further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to click the like button and let me know you watch this video. And to all my subscribers and prospective subscribers, don't forget to click on the bell. That way you can get notified when I post my daily videos. You won't miss a single video, and that way you can be up to date on every single chart analysis. At the end of this video, I'm going to do a pop-up video. You'll see it pop up in the last 20 seconds of the video. And the reason why I'm here to inform you guys about it is because it has valid information that every investor can definitely benefit from, and it's information that a lot of people are overlooking or actually unaware of, and I'm here to share it with you all. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold anything. I'm not here to guarantee you guys profits, but I am here to give you guys a strategy that maximizes profits and minimizes your losses. And the problem that's going on that people are unaware of it is because it's not spoken about, but the charts are showing it. And I go into detail about it in the video. It's about the S&P 500 index and how it rises several points on scheduled dates. And what that means for us as investors is that there are individual ticker symbols rising up with it within the S&P 500 index, also in the Dow, also in the NASDAQ. I choose the S&P 500 index to overview and do an analysis on and pick from because most blue chip stocks are there, and it's the 500 best companies of America. They have a firm foundation, and I just feel more confident. But you can always go with the Dow or the NASDAQ as well. They rise up with it as well, but it's just a little bit more of a broader spectrum, and then also it's a little bit more riskier because you're in different stocks that have different types of volatility. But the S&P 500 index is rising up, and these individual ticker symbols are rising up 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but profits are profits. Check out the video. I go into more detail about it. Click on it. If it hasn't popped up already, it should be popping up soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.